We tried to take a building and they returned to crispy critters.
Oh boy.
Flamethrower.
Have you had any good successes here in this sector?
No, not currently. Not in this sector. Prior to coming here, though, I did have a measure space. I got to take down the board.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh yeah, that was great. Shot up a bunch of things. Eventually got shot down. I don't know if my co-pilot got captured or rescued.
Hey, do you have room to run this game at your house?
No. Naturally not.
Kind of glad you came out here to fall into play in this then, huh?
Absolutely, yep. I live within about a half-hour distance from here, and yeah, it was great. Right in the backyard.
Wow, that's really good.
Yep.
It looks like you're having fun. It looks like this whole sector's having fun.
Everybody's having a good time.
That's good. Well, we'll check up with you later, see if you get any more success.
Okay, not a problem.
We're here with Scott Fisher and Ed Stewart. Scott Fisher, of course, famous for writing Arc of Fire and the Skirmish Campaign books. Scott, what's your overall impression of this game?
I don't even know where to begin. I mean, you got to be completely insane to do it. This is kind of like the creation of the Spruce Goose. I mean, it makes everything else pale by comparison. So I'm absolutely incredibly impressed and a little bit scared.
Ed, what do you think?
I think it's great. You guys should certainly get an award for having by far the biggest game I've ever seen. There's a lot of innovative stuff, like the airplanes coming in on the wires, which looks really good. The planes diving in and shooting up stuff. That's a great scenic green, and obviously there's a ton of work that's gone into it.
Have you seen anything here that you'd like to try and put into your own games at home?
I haven't really watched a lot of the game mechanics as far as how the combat resolution is handled. There's a lot of people involved, not only on the playing side, but also in running. And I mean, obviously there's models galore and buildings and everything that's just really spectacular.
In all seriousness, though, I would want to say that this is the single most impressive war game I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, in terms of the detail, down to the smallest little detail. And it looks like, and from what I've heard, you got tens of people playing, and the 30 Corps is now halfway to Arnhem, so pretty impressive.
So Scott, you've seen the Promised Land. Are you ever going to put a green felt cloth on a table again?
No, I'm not. I'm not sure my wife would allow me to rip up our basement and convert it into this giant thing. So I'll have to work on it.
Okay, great.
All right.
If you had the opportunity to load up a van and steal this entire thing, would you?
In a heartbeat.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, boys.
The shit didn't hit the fan. they were calling for lawyers, guns, and money.
Yeah. They were like, you got any airstrikes up here? No.
Yeah.
Any airstrikes when I make it? No.
No.
No, we'll give you artillery because we can't call that in that close.
Yeah.
They're so close to us we can't call in our own artillery. But every plane that flies is ours.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. But you know what? It was like fun.
Oh, it was great fun.
We had a great time.
Manly fun. Oh, look at that. Let's look at that. Oh, it looks like a whole bunch of Germans had a really bad day over there. We've just gone through 12 hours of Operation Market Garden. Mr. English, let's have your report. What's gone on?
30 Corps came down, crossed over the Graf Bridge, came in and gave us the support that was needed for the 82nd Airborne with its armor. One secured its flank on Grossbeck Heights. Several German counterattacks were launched, and we were able to hold off and secure the heights. Other armor funneled into the town. Through vicious house-to-house fighting, was able to clear blocks on both sides of the street into the town square, the main church. An intense tank duel between a German Mark IV and a Flak 88 between British armor eventually came out with the Mark IV being forced to leave the board, the Flak 88 being knocked out. The cost was about 6 British armored vehicles at different positions along there. The 82nd and the British armor were able to secure both sides of the main roadway, heavily established in here, and also flew an armored force around on the flank, and were able to come in on behind the Germans here on this side by the river, and with the use of a crocodile flame tank.
Oh, that looks kind of messy in there.
We're able to scorch the enemy from behind here. This building's been set on fire by artillery fire. We've been basically able to pry them away from this side of the riverbank. that's the current situation now.
All right, fantastic. Martin,
Yes.
historically, how are we doing? Are we on schedule?
Really close. We really are close. The perimeter at Oostbeek is shrinking. Arnhem's pretty much gone. Of course, now with Pete getting his guys down to the river here, hopefully so they can make a crossing in the last session. And there's still attacks going in down the road, threatening to cut the lifeline to the forward troops. So we're doing pretty good.
Sam, what's going to happen next?
We're going to drink some beers.
All right. That's what we like to hear. The game, it's progressed as smoothly as earlier periods?
The exhaustion's really setting in at this point, but yeah, it's really kind of smooth. I think that's what we hope.
Yeah, it is getting kind of tiring.
Yeah.
You holding in there?
Yeah.
You going to go the distance?
Of course.
Did you find the game float quicker than last night?
No, about the same. Good attitude on the people in the field. Yeah, it worked out very well.
And, did you find anything change in your experience today? Too many damn turtles. Too many. Lot of excitement. Their guys are catching on, and it's moving very well. That's good. How about, yeah, crossing. I gave out 200 crosses. I've got one.
Yeah, I gave out about 4. I had to give out a unit citation. I mean, really, these guys, about 3 guys really worked together. They weren't, you know.
That's great. That's great. Mark, you're fairly new to Wargaming, so how did you find this overwhelming, or did you really find yourself getting into it?
Well, it's sad to say I'm getting into it, so no, it's really good fun. Just it's so big, so amazing, it's visually spectacular. And everyone gets into it, it's good spirit, so it's really good.
Yeah, he was equal to me.
Well, you know what? I don't think there's too much chance that this documentary is going to end up on the telly in your favorite pub, so don't worry. No one will know. My experience at my end of the board was the highly experienced team that we have of game masters, people who have been gaming for 15 to 20 years, really pulled together. The real elites at the table, I think, were some of us. The situation got mired at our end of the board, and we just made a decision to focus on one game master. That game master controlled all the phases, and everyone was able to just basically do their job and their part. That got the game moving. Without that, it would have fallen apart. As the action moved up the table, we passed on to Mr. English here, and he took over, and it ended up working out really well. It was surprising how such a complex situation could be resolved with teamwork, and especially since we didn't really practice this, we didn't plan this, we just did it on the fly. And I want to say I bear no ill will against Steve for rolling the 1 on the Destiny game. I do. It came up. That entire group of paratroopers that were machine gunning the street, so they don't blame him at all. And I want to stress to the people watching this, there's no way that these grudges ever spill into other future games. No. Well, gentlemen, you've deserved this lunch break. Let's come back here 5 minutes before 2. Martin and Sam, thank you very much. This has been great. Looking forward to the rest of it.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
It's the end of Saturday afternoon. We got one more session to go. How you guys doing? A little exhausted?
Yeah, I spent mostly it's the knees from the concrete floor.
Exactly, concrete floors rip us apart.
Yeah, I leaned down to pick up a bottle of water, and I almost my knees locked up, and I almost just went right down into the table.
You gonna be able to...
We're pretty good, I think.
Yeah, a lot of action, and so we have a lot of adrenaline flowing.
How was the game today? You had a lot of fun with it? Was it real intense?
Yeah, very intense. The armor assault, the armor breakthrough
over here
was desperate.
Come on down here, let's talk about it here.
It was a desperate struggle. We
see a lot of dead tanks here.
Yeah, there were at least 5 more Allied tanks that were dead.